Hi everyone, I'm Cristina Paredes Merle and I am part of F of X or Future of Exploration, and I'm going to there to explore something that is fairly new in education. So I'm talking about the Oculus. It's right here. Yes. Uh, why am I doing this? Because I think we educators, we really have to pay attention to the new cool things that technology is creating because our students are using them. So we can't deny the fact that there is a lot of things going on outside of the classroom. Now, I'm also an educator and I understand that we have to follow a curriculum, and sometimes we think that that curriculum is setting up the whole thing, but it's not. So I'm going to dare to explore. I'm going to use this Oculus and I'm going to learn first how to use it because it's kind of complex, and I can see why teachers will say, no, I don't want to use it. There's so many things going on right now. We already have to learn about Zoom and all of these online tools, and it's just not something that I want to do now. But for me, the purpose on learning something new is first of all to know and understand what my students are saying when they're talking about something. So when they're talking about the Oculus and these new things and these new metaverses, what does that mean? Right? What does that mean? Can I use it in my classroom? Like, even if I'm not using it in my classroom, do I know what it is? Can I have, or do I have some ideas, or can I ask further questions to my students? So the purpose is first to know how to use it, to know the new things that are happening around me, and then I want to know so much that I can create material that is very engaging for my students with something that they are using. So I know we're still using pencils and markers, right? We have this, but this is for the iPad, and this is now for the Oculus. So it's just so interesting to talk about the evolution. So I want to understand so much that when my students are talking about something related to the Oculus, even if I don't know everything, I can, grab some ideas and talk with them about this. All right, so this is the Oculus, and I'm gonna share my screen. Nope, not that one. Let me do this. I'm gonna share my screen. There you go. And now you can see the page that connects to the Oculus. So the first thing that I noticed is kind of complicated to understand how to do it. And I have two accounts connected to Facebook. One that I created, I don't know when, but for some reason that connected to the Oculus, and I didn't even realize that. So when I tried to connect with the one that I kind of use, it didn't work. So make sure that you have the right account in your computer as well as in your Oculus. That was my first thing. I spent a lot of time understanding that, trying to understand that. Okay, so I'm going to. You can continue using your glasses. Actually, if you want, I add the extension. There's a lot of things that I did before to really understand how to use this. So I'm gonna grab my new hands with a lot of buttons. Okay, and I'm gonna cast this. Cast. There is a difference between casting and sharing from the computer. And in the two options, you have different apps. So that's very interesting. All right, let's see. I'm gonna see if you can see it. Yes. Okay, so I'm inside and I'm trying this new app to build things. The first thing that I noticed when I was playing with this is that you really have to have a purpose. If it is for you to play with this, you as an educator, cool, go ahead. There are a lot of apps that makes you feel very dizzy. So I don't want you to have that as your first impression of this. So one of the things that I recommend is to go to the apps here, and you can explore. This first steps is really good. I'm gonna quit this one first. The first steps, it really gives you a lot of good things about how things work. This is my space. Can you still see it? Yes. So this is my space. You know, F of X, future of exploration, is related to space and how we're going to explore. So I chose this as my space to work, and it's really cool. So I'm going to first steps, and there's many buttons here. Unfortunately, you can't hear the sound that is coming from the Oculus, but it really gives you a nice sense of immersion. So when I look at this one, I was blown away thinking that a human made this, and it's so cool. And I'm 100% sure that if I provide the right tools to my teachers, they will be able to create something even more spectacular, because it's for students. And we educators, we want to impact the life of our students. So this is the phenomenal intro, how to use the Oculus, and it gives you like a step by step on how to use your new hands. Okay, I'm still here. Yes. All right. So there's gonna be somebody talking to me. I hope I am in the right place. Welcome to Oculus. Okay. After this tutorial, you'll be ready to explore. After the tutorial, I will be ready to explore. That's what I hear now. It's time to learn about your Oculus Touch controllers. So this is the control right here. So it's right now is thinking that I am up because I didn't set up for me to be in sitting down. So I'm gonna stand up. So it's telling me to click on the buttons. Let me see if you can, if I'm still on. There you go. Okay. Move the sticks. All right, so you can see that. Need to squeeze buttons. And there's a part here that is really cool when you stop doing it. Look, my hands are now, I mean, it looks like this. These are my hands. It's funny because I don't have arms. But it's telling me, right, it's squeezed. You can see that. All right, so I'm gonna push the button here. Okay. This is really cool. So I'm gonna grab it and I throw it. Oh, an airplane. So I can imagine my students, my teachers doing something like this. This took me a very long time to understand that I need to release all of the buttons for that to fly. I used to do it just like this. So I didn't release the buttons or do it like that. So it's a really nice intro on how to use it. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this ball and this, and I play ping pong, but okay. And then it will appear here again. Come on, where are you? All right. So it's so much fun. Okay, so then it's going to give you more options. There you go. So I'm gonna grab this. Oops, come over here. Over here. No. Oh, go up. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Up. And if I just let it go, it's so fun because I can throw it and then it comes back again. And I'm like, no, go over there. And then it comes back. So I like that. This is one of my favorite ones because of course it's a rocket. Wow. So I'm going to grab it again. This app, this intro to how to use the Oculus, I don't know if you can still watch me. Yeah, let's see. So, oops. So it's going to change the environment right now because I'm using a different, like a game, right? Remember how we used to do it in the past? So look where I am right now. So it's really, really impressive. I still like this one because I'm not moving that much. Like the environment, the verse doesn't move, so it's stationary. But I can do a lot of things with this. I don't necessarily play with guns. Um, so this took me some time to learn how to do it. Okay, all right. So I am getting out of this. I'm gonna stop the casting and I am going back to you. So it's really cool to use it. There's a lot of opportunities with the Oculus, but you really have to have something in mind of why you are going to use this. What is the main purpose? Like again, for me, I want to learn this quite well so that I can pass the information to my teachers so that they can create something that they can show to their students. So I don't want this to replace my teachers. I want my teachers to be the creators of things. And for that, we need to find, or I need to find the way to make it very interactive, very simple, and also to find the connection to their lessons. Because I know if I am able to find a link, direct link to a lesson that they're teaching, and then I help them to in the creation of it, then it's going to be better for them, right? So it takes some time to understand, but then the opportunities with this device are immense. So this is my first video on me daring to explore. My idea is to learn how to utilize an app that has a lot of objects. So that will be my next video. All right. If you have any comment, if you wanted to know something else about the Oculus and something related with your class, challenge me because I really want you to think about how can you utilize this. It's so cool. So dare to explore. Send me any comments that you have, and I'll be very happy to go and find more information about this. Okay, I'll see you later. I'm gonna keep learning with my Oculus. Bye bye.